that becomes challenging when you split up with your partner, because you've got an idea of how you want to raise the child. They've got an idea of how you raise your child. From my experience, what I did was I led by example, and I followed. I have a mission statement, my own personal mission statement, which is to enjoy life and share in the joy of others, to learn something daily that increases my ability to overachieve. Again, my dad made me think that I had to work very hard, and to confidently and compassionately act from my values of honesty, excellence, and understanding. Now, so I accepted that I can't control what happens outside of that, and nor do I have a right to. I don't have a right to tell my his mother how she should behave and how she should parent. I don't have that right. All I can do is be the example for him by living to my values and sharing that and doing that. And this is where that leadership and motivation comes in. So I do that in a way, and I've always done that in a way that for him it's been like, well, these are good things to follow. This is not telling him why, but actually saying that it's beneficial for him to do that. And he's learned through his own experience where there was in the school there was a bully picking on one of his friends, and he addressed that in a sensible and approachable way, worked with the teachers and got the whole situation resolved. He did that on his own behalf. Wow. And I think he was 11 at the time. Wow. And so he learned, and he did it and so from that, he's learned from that experience, this is a good way to behave. Does he, I don't know what he does at his mum's house, and I don't ask. But I know with me, he behaves in a certain way. And I would say because I've been very committed to what I'm doing, I don't talk about. And this is where I think I've focused on supporting and encouraging the behaviors that I want. So when he does something that I like, I really praise it a lot. I say, that's wonderful, great job, all that sort of stuff. Stuff that's not so great, I kind of push it to the side a little bit and don't make a big thing about it and don't draw attention to it. I really highlight the things that and highlight the things that work and I want to encourage. But also from a young age as well, I encouraged him to like himself. I asked him all the time, do you like yourself? I remember there's and it's a mantra, and I find it funny. I have these little clips from films that I take and use as motivation for me. There's a couple of quotes from Steve Jobs in there. There's things from Saving Private Ryan. But there's a scene in the movie Enchanted where they're in this, the Prince Charming and his aide are in this hovel of a hotel, and the aide's watching something like Oprah or things like that, talking about liking yourself is important, that kind of thing. And the aide finishes, and he gets up and he's about to walk out the room, and he turns to Prince Charming and he says, sire, do you like yourself? And Prince Charming thinks for a second. He goes, what's not to like? And so and that was sort of something that I took on and going, well, yeah, I like me. I mean, there's some behaviors that I probably need to work on, and there still are, and there always will be, that, and this is that constant improvement, which is why it's in my, to learn something daily that increases my ability to overachieve is part of my mission statement, because there's always behaviors you can change. But as far as me internally, I like me, and that's the same for my son. I was always, ask him, do you like yourself? And to the point where he goes, yeah, I like myself. And I think because he likes himself, he's confident in what he's doing, and he can do that, it's really interesting. And I wonder, because when I look at it, he actually, I mean, as much as he has his own mobile phone, computer, iPad, that kind of thing, when we go out a lot of places, he doesn't take his phone.